Hello everybody, my name is Subclass, and welcome back to the mess that is my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the new strand bow that came out a couple weeks back, and that bow is the WishKeeper. The WishKeeper is a very fun bow. I've had a lot of fun using this bow, unfortunately I haven't gotten all the upgrades for it yet, so it's still in its base form, but even in its base form I still think it's amazing. So let's talk about it real quick. The Snare Weaver perk. The precision hits and final blows will build up energy for a Snare Weaver arrow that can be fired from the hip. On impact, the Snare Weaver arrow creates a pattern of traps as suspended targets. I think of it like green anarchy lasers. And honestly, it's funny. It's very funny that it's basically anarchy, but it suspends. Now, looking at its other perk, the Soakbound Slayer, it says that this weapon gains bonus damage to suspended targets. I believe it's like a 40 to 50% damage increase. In my testing, it was a 41% increase, but others say 50. So I don't know. But you can also another part of it is that you can gain faster. But another part of it is that you gain faster draw time for a short duration when you suspend a target from any source or damage a suspended target with this weapon. So it's pretty cool. It's very good at that and has a lot of similarities to some other bows, and I'll talk about that later in the video. Now to the mods of choice, it's basically to complement the weapons and the build in any way possible. So for the helmet, I have on an arc siphon and a harmonic siphon, because I have using a strand bow, and I'm mainly going to be using my arc special, which is an arc sidearm that has anti-barrier. So that's why I got these two, and then I have a heavy ammo finder. On the gauntlets, we have a grenade, kickstart, a impact induction, and a fastball. On our chest piece, we have whatever resistance you need for whatever threat's happening at the moment, and then a charged up mod. And then on our boots, we have a recuperation, an innovation, and a stacks on stacks. And then on our class item, we have 2 bombers and an outreach. And so now let's go to the subclass. Subclass is basically all about suspending and unraveling and keeping those 2 buffs up as much as possible. So first up, we have the shackle grenade, so we can suspend targets. We obviously have our arcane needle, so that we can unravel them, and then mind splintification, so we can either consume a grenade, and then when we kill an enemy, they suspend targets. And yeah, that's the main reason why I have mind splintification. And then the wanderer is that I can suspend targets with that tangle, and my threadlings also are now able to create a tangle. Those are the main 2 reasons why I'm using this. And then for our fragments, I'm going to be using Thread of Mind, so we can get when you defeat a suspended target, we get class ability energy. Thread of Rebirth, so when we get kills with our strand weapon, which is our bow, we spawn a threadling. When we Thread of Generation, because it's Thread of Generation, and Thread of Continuity, so when we suspend all of our effects applied to targets have a increased duration. Now, I do want to mention one other thing, and it's actually about some of the perks that are used with it. So for example, for the Soakbound Slayer, they gain faster draw time for a short duration when you suspend a target from any source or damage a suspended target with this weapon. That, in its stasis form, is Furglass's Curve, because when you slow, and for the Furglass's Curve catalyst, it says that when you slow a target, it gains increased draw time. So it's like a little thing there. And its Snare Weaver perk, it's like exactly the same as if you're running the hierarchy of needs, because it's a 6, you have to get precision hits or kills, or just get kills to build energy. Well, that's the same thing for the hierarchy of needs. But why I say it does it better is because Strain is just such a good subclass, and the subclass verbs are just very good. So that's what makes this bow so good, and honestly one of the best bows in the game. And this is just my opinion. Final thoughts about the build is that it is really good. It really puts a lot of viability into it, and especially in the fact that you can use it on different subclasses and have suspend. It's really nice for that. I do see the comparisons with a lot of other bows, but this one just does it so much better. Even as I have it in its base form right now, because I've been extremely late to get to this bow and start grinding with it. It's been really good so far, and I really do enjoy having this bow around. So that's all I got for this. The rest of the gameplay is going to be some Lost Sector gameplay. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. What? There we go. That's weird. Fuck. He's chasing me. Oh, I forgot about that guy. Hang on. That is not reaching. Those fourth friendlies, they didn't stand a chance. Okay. That'll do. I don't have enough range. It's hitting him, but it won't go through the shield. Wow. Honestly, that went better than expected. I'm very surprised by that. Usually strand builds like that actually suffer from it because of how little range it has, but that did very well.